Hey, what's up guys? Josh here. I'm here with Coach Katie and we're going to go over this week's Tabata workout. So for this workout, we're going to have 5 stations, 2 exercises per station. You'll do each exercise for 20 seconds. You'll have 10 seconds to switch between exercises. You'll do 4 sets of each exercise and we will go around the room 1 time. Are you ready to kick it?
I'm ready.
Okay, so over here on the ropes, we're going to start with our rope brush and twist. So you're going to get your butt on the edge of that blue floor. Get those hands going side to side. So please rotating through her torso. She's not using those arms to pull it over. She's rolling up those abs and going side to side as quickly as she can here. The second exercise is plank walks. So you come to the edge of the blue floor here, and from that push-up plank position, we're going down to those forearms and then back up to that push-up plank. Each time you come up, try to press up with that other arm first. So it's left arm first, she's going back down, now it's right arm first, or vice versa here, as quickly as you can. If you need to, you just hold that plank for that 20 seconds. Make sure you keep those hips nice and stable the whole time, squeezing those glutes nice and tight. Back and forth on those 2. From there, we're coming over to the suspension trainers, where we're going to be doing our squat jumps. So Katie's going to get set up so those elbows are at the ribs, and she's going to use those suspension trainers to help push her up. First they're going to pull her up, then she's going to push into those handles. She'll get a little bit higher here, deep breath in, push that air out as you explode up. Of course, if you need to take the impact out, you're just going to do body weight squats here. You can hold on to those trainers, or you can do them without that suspension trainer if you need to. The second exercise is going to be our half kneeling band row. So you're going to go down to that half kneeling position, squeeze that glute nice and tight, and as you can see, Katie's got her left leg back, toes tucked under. She's now going to row with that left arm here, squeezing that shoulder blade nice and tight. If you need to, you can step back. If you want to add a little bit more tension to that band, make it a little bit tougher, you'll step back a little bit further, squeezing that shoulder blade, walling up those abs. The next time you come back to this exercise, you'll get the other foot forward here, squeezing that glute nice and tight. So you do 2 sets on each side. Get a nice stretch of those hip flexors as well for when you come back to those jump squats. Okay, from there, we're coming out to the blue floor, where we're going to do our plank with the bag pull through. So you're going to get set up in that plank position, and then you're going to pull that bag across. So as Katie grabs it with her left hand, she's pulling it across to her left side. She's going to grab it with her right hand, pulling it across to the right side. Trying to keep it under her belly button and hips, not under her chest and shoulders here. The slower you go, the more challenging this is going to be. So really challenge yourself. Take your time. Try not to rush through this one. The second exercise, we're coming up to our feet. We're going to drop squat. So kicking those feet apart, bringing it back in as quickly as you can, reaching for the floor every single time. If you need to take the impact out, you're just going to step into that sumo squat, touching the floor each time. Back and forth here, 20 seconds on each exercise 4 times. From there, we're coming over to this end of the blue floor, and we're going to start with our ball bridges. So you're going to get those feet, calves set up on the ball. Katie's bending those elbows to drive, or bending her arms to drive her elbows into the floor here. And she's going to pull her feet in toward her butt, and then squeezing those glutes to drive those hips up, taking her hips back down, taking those feet out. Again, feet in, hips up, hips down, feet out. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you'll keep those hips up the entire time. And same thing here, pull in, hips up, hips down, feet out. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you can go for power here. You start all the way at the floor and then drive up and pull those feet in at the same time here. She's also pausing for a second at the top to maintain that strong position at the top, squeezing those glutes as tight as she can. The second exercise here, we're going to grab a kettlebell and we're going to do some single leg halos. So Katie's grabbing the kettlebell upside down now, and she's going to stand on one leg, and she's going to take that kettlebell around her head so your elbows get high and the kettlebell gets low. The ponytail is always going to be an issue for this exercise, everybody, so get comfortable here. Notice how she's trying to get that kettlebell low here, so it's almost resting on her shoulders, trying to open up those shoulders as much as she can here. Try not to go just over your head with it, but also you're going to do what feels comfortable here. Also notice that she's going to go one direction here, and then she's done with that one, she's going to go back the other way. The next time you come back to this exercise, you'll go to the other leg. Now, of course, if you're having issues with your balance, you can always touch that toe down if you need to, or you can plant both feet on the floor and just work that shoulder mobility here, rotating around that head in each direction. We're going back and forth on those 2 exercises. From there, we're heading over to our last station, where we're going to be doing some renegade rows and renegade presses. So for that renegade row, you're going down to that plank position. Squeeze those glutes nice and tight. And Katie's squeezing that shoulder blade, trying to pull those dumbbells up towards her armpits and ribs here each time. Now, if holding your hands on the dumbbells a little too hard in that palm, you can put one hand on the floor and just row with one arm here, and then the next time you come back to it, you'll row with the other arm if you need to. You can also do these from your knees. There'll be some room on the blue floor, so you can do these from your knees as well. Second exercise is our renegade presses, Here, we're gonna press nice and high here. If you need to change the weights, you can do that as well. Wall up those abs, pumping those arms as quickly as you can. Notice how one arm's coming down, the other arm's going up here. They're both moving at the same time. And of course, because we're trying to go for reps here and speed, you're gonna grab lighter weights and go as fast as you can on this one. Okay, that's our Tabata workout for this week. Great job, Kay.
Thank you.